My husband died in a car crash on I-10. I planned his funeral. I picked the casket. I wrote the eulogy. Then the life insurance company called. Ms. Morrison, about the $3.4 million policy. The beneficiary isn't you. It was Kayla. Kayla R. Morrison. 22 years old. I've never met Kayla. My husband and I don't have kids. So I hired a private investigator. Turns out, he's had a daughter for 22 years. He paid her college, her apartment, her car, with our money, while he told me we couldn't afford life insurance. So I showed up at the reading of his will. And I took everything. My name is Diane Morrison. I'm 43. I've been a high school English teacher in Phoenix for 17 years. I married Robert when I was 24. He was 27. A sales manager for a medical device company. He traveled a lot. Client dinners, conferences, hospital demos. We lived in a 2-bedroom in Scottsdale. $415,000. 19 years left on the mortgage. For 19 years the rule was, we're simple people, D. No fancy stuff. No life insurance. Waste of money when we're healthy. I agreed. We were healthy. We had no kids. We had each other. That was my first mistake. It was a Tuesday, October 8th, 11:47 p.m. I got the call. Ms. Morrison? This is Officer Chin, Phoenix PD. Your husband Robert was in a single vehicle accident on I-10 West. He didn't make it. I'm so sorry. I don't remember the next 72 hours. I remember the funeral home. The casket. Mahogany. $8,400. I put it on our credit card. I remember writing the eulogy. Robert was my best friend. My partner. My whole world. I buried him on Saturday, October 12th. Monday, October 14th, 9:03 a.m. My phone rang. Ms. Morrison, this is Linda from Prudential Life. I'm calling about Robert Morrison's policy. Are you available to discuss the beneficiary payout? Beneficiary payout. I'm sorry, what policy? We don't have life insurance. Mr. Morrison had a $3.4 million term life policy with us since 2002. You're listed as the contingent beneficiary. The primary beneficiary is Kayla R. Morrison. Kayla R. Morrison. Who is Kayla? His daughter, ma'am. Date of birth June 3rd, 2002. She's 22. My husband died at 46. Kayla is 22. He had her when I was 21. We got married when I was 24. He had a 3-year-old daughter when he proposed to me. I hung up. I threw up. Then I called a PI. Marcus Bell. $3,000 retainer. Worth every penny. 48 hours later, Marcus sent me a file. Kayla Renee Morrison. Mother, Cynthia Hayes. Born June 3rd, 2002, San Diego, California. Robert Morrison listed as father on birth certificate. Child support, $2,800 per month, paid via Morrison Medical Consulting LLC from 2002 to 2024. Total, $739,200. College, UCLA, paid in full, $284,000. Apartment, Westwood, LA, rent, $3,100 per month, paid by same LLC. Car, 2023 Tesla Model 3. Paid cash, $47,990. $739,200 plus $284,000 plus $47,990 equals $1,071,190. Plus 22 years of birthdays, Christmases, dad visits to LA. He told me client dinners in LA. He was seeing his daughter. He told me we can't afford a $50 per month term policy for me. He had a $3.4 million policy for her. He told me we're simple people. He had an LLC. Morrison Medical Consulting. I'd never heard of it. I pulled our taxes. Married filing jointly. Line 12. Business income. Morrison Medical Consulting LLC. Net profit last year, $312,000. He hid $312,000 a year from me. For 19 years. I went to the bank. Joint checking. Balance, $6,412. Can I see the statements for Morrison Medical Consulting? You're not on that account, ma'am. Only Robert Morrison. Only Robert. The will reading was Thursday, October 17th. His lawyer, Mr. Patel, read it. To my wife Diane, I leave our home in Scottsdale and all joint accounts. Home, $415,000. We owe $298,000. Equity, $117,000. Joint accounts, $6,412. Total to me, $123,412. To my daughter Kayla R. Morrison, I leave the entire proceeds of my Prudential Life Insurance policy, account number 847-2910, valued at $3,400,000, and all assets held in Morrison Medical Consulting, LLC. LLC assets, $1.8 million in investments plus $312,000 cash. Total to Kayla, $5.5 million. Total to me, $123,000. Kayla was there. 22, blonde. Wearing a black dress. Crying. Holding a framed photo of Robert. She looked at me after. I'm sorry for your loss. Dad talked about you all the time. He said you were his Phoenix wife. Phoenix wife. Like I was one of many. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I said, Kayla, did your dad tell you he was married to me for 19 years? She nodded. He said you knew about me. That we had an understanding. Understanding. He told me you didn't exist, I said. Her face went white. He told me you couldn't have kids. That you were okay with him having me with someone else. He told her I was barren. He told me we were choosing to be child-free. I walked out. Called my lawyer. Karen Weiss. Divorce attorney, but she does estate fraud too. Her first words, Arizona is a community property state. Any asset he earned during your marriage is 50% yours. That LLC? That $3.4 million policy paid for with marital funds? Half yours. We're contesting the beneficiary. We filed Friday. Estate fraud. Concealment of marital assets. Fraudulent transfer. I also subpoenaed Prudential. Found the premium payments. $412 per month. Paid from our joint checking account for 19 years. $412 x 12 times 19 is equal to $93,936. Our money bought that $3.4 million policy. For his secret daughter. The judge froze the payout. Deposition day. Kayla cried. I didn't know. He said you were his ex-wife. He said the house in Phoenix was yours from before. I showed her our wedding photos. 2005, she was 3. I showed her the mortgage. 2006, both our names. I showed her the Christmas card from last year. Love, Robert and Diane. She threw up in the courtroom trash can. The ruling took 6 months. Judge, Mr. Morrison used $93,936 of marital funds to pay premiums on a policy benefiting a child conceived before marriage, but concealed throughout. Under Arizona ARS Section 25 to 318, this constitutes dissipation of marital assets. The policy proceeds are community property. 50% to me. 50% to Kayla. $1.7 million each. But the LLC? 100% marital asset. He started it in 2003, 1 year after we married. Judge, all $2.1 million in Morrison Medical Consulting LLC is awarded to petitioner Diane Morrison. Final tally. Me, $1.7 million plus $2.1 million plus $123,000 equals $3.92 million. Kayla, $1.7 million. Kayla texted me after. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Can we talk? Dad told me so many lies. I met her. Coffee. She's 22. She looks like him. Same eyes. She showed me photos. Disneyland. Graduations. Her with Robert. I showed her photos. Our wedding. Vacations. Him with me. We cried. For 2 hours. He told me you hated kids, she said. He told me we couldn't afford them, I said. We both got lied to. Robert's mom called me last month. Diane, I didn't know. He told us you couldn't have kids either. We sent Kayla birthday money for 22 years. We thought you knew. His whole family knew. Except me. I sold our house. Paid off the $298,000 mortgage. Moved to Sedona. Bought a cabin. $620,000. Cash. I put $1 million in a trust for Kayla. She's innocent. She starts med school next year. Wants to be a pediatrician. $2 million in a trust for me. I retired from teaching. I'm 43. $300,000 to Marcus Bell and Karen Weiss. Worth every penny. Last week I visited Robert's grave. I didn't bring flowers. I brought the life insurance statement. I put it on his tombstone. Next to the cracked wedding ring I left there. He told her I was dead, I said. Now he is. My name is Diane Morrison. I'm 43. I was married to a man who told me we couldn't afford life insurance while he had $3.4 million on his secret daughter. If your husband travels for work and you're not on his business accounts, check your state's unclaimed property site. Check for LLCs in his name. If this story made you check your husband's paperwork, comment checking below. And subscribe. Next week, my husband gave our daughter's college fund to his mistress. So I gave her his kidney. Thank you for listening. My name is Diane. And I'm not his Phoenix wife.